Alright, so for part 1 of the Ikaris showcase, I guess, I'm gonna do some things a little bit different. So, usually with my showcases, I sometimes take characters into places where they're not really the best, or they don't really work there. Like, for example, Hawkeye versus that one boss in 6.4, the Darkhawk one, absolutely didn't work there, but I still managed to do it. But not for this video. Today we're just gonna showcase him, showcase Ikaris, where he works, and where he is one of the best options for, where he excels at. And that's gonna be energy adoption, E.M.P Modification, and any node that gives you benefits for having Incinerates, and also any node that gives you an attack increase during your special attacks. And we're going to get into that, but first I'm going to start off with the rotation. So, it's a lot of SP1 and SP2s. He is a special spam champion, so that's why I don't have suicides on. And usually that would suck, because, a lot of power, you need to get a lot of power, but he has a 60% energize up basically all the time. So, it's really easy to spam those specials, but even then, it's still a pretty lengthy ramp up. This fight was kind of long, and all the other fights where he doesn't have, the benefit from his SIG are also pretty long, so that's why I'm not really showcasing him in, generic matchups, because he's not really the best there. He's, good there, but not someone you would use over other characters. But in scenarios where he can use his signature ability, he is very, very solid. Like this right here, energy adoption. He is his SIG states, if you're immune to a debuff, you place an energy vulnerability on the opponent whenever that debuff triggers. And it caps at 10, and it just skyrockets all of his damage, because it's all energy. His basics, Incinerates, it's all energy. So you can just see the damage is pretty dang strong, especially when you have 10 of those stacks. So that's the whole point of this showcase, just show where he excels, because I don't really want to showcase him in generic matchups because it's just a 5-star. I would do that with the 6-star rank 3, but this is just a 5-star character, so he's not as powerful as I'd want him to be. But I'm very excited to showcase more of him, actually. I was pretty upset at first that I was just using the 5-star, but I'm glad I can get at least this out, and then I'm just gonna postpone all my other Ikaris content until I have the 6-star, because I will rank 3 him, because I do love the character, I really do. I've been simping for him since day 1. Okay, a little bit of a story time. In October, when he was released, he was released in November, but when the patch notes came out, I was simping on day 1. I loved the way he looked. I loved just how cool he looked, and I was yeah, I'm totally gonna get this guy. And the weeks passed, and he was the second champ of the month, and that's kind of what hurt me, man, because that was when Cyber was out, when Cyber Weekend was out, so I missed him round 1. I didn't go for him at all because I was too busy with Cyber Weekend, spending way too much money. But round 2, it was the last day of round 2, and I was old me would be so disappointed if I didn't get him. So I spent 2k units on the last day. I put up 45 mil, and I got him. And now I'm just here excited to post some content about him. And I'm doing that right now. We're going to just showcase him as much as a 5-star can do, because I really want to save some for the 6-star rank 3. But these matches, you can do with any star level Ikaris, so I don't mind showing that. So he's getting through this energy adoption path pretty well. And I think this is my favorite path to do with him. Actually, no, that's the Mixmaster one. I'm going to showcase that one. Incredible performance. But yeah, I'll catch up with you there. here. So this is the Mixmaster Light 'em Up and Incinerate vulnerability lane. So you counter the evade as long as you have an Incinerate up, and Ikaris has them up almost all the time. He doesn't have them up for like the first 10 seconds of the fight, but other than that, it's 100% uptime on his Incinerate, so really awesome. This fight's kind of a gimped one because Claire just nullifies all my Energize, which of course is a downside to Ikaris, but he's a Cosmic, so it's expected, you know? And this fight goes pretty smoothly, I would say. I think, yeah, look at that damage. Just anything that benefits you, like, incinerating the opponent, he's just great for, because that's, like, the whole character. That, the SP3 damage, and, of course, all of his buffs are just all great benefit, that's the whole character. So, he's hitting like a beast here, and the fight's gonna pretty much be closed out soon. I don't know why I did that. I should have just went for the SP3, but, yeah, just a pretty good performance. I'm just gonna wait here until we get to, like, one where I can actually have my Energize, so you can see, like, how fast he throws the special attacks. But yeah, not a bad first fight at all, and I'm impressed. I wasn't impressed at first, but that's just because I didn't use him in his best matchups. But now that I used him in his best matchups, I like him. I really do like him, and I'm glad I went for him. I'm glad I simped for him, and I just can't wait to play with him some more. So here I can finally have my Energize up, which is awesome. He needs those, or else he's just too long of a character to ramp up. Well, to be honest, I think he is already too long of a character, even with the Energize. But hey, they're not gonna, like, tune him up anytime soon, so why complain? And you can just see here, man, skyrocket, like, the damage, just, like, those Incinerates hit so hard. They usually don't. Well, actually, sometimes they do, but that's only when you have Suicides. And you can only do, like, 2 fights with Ikaris if you have Suicides. So that sucks. I wish he was Suicides friendly, man. I wish he would, like, regen 5% health every time he used a special attack or something. Just, like, something, give him, like, Suicides compatibility. But it is what it is, man. And now I just rush to the SP3, like you do in any Ikaris matchup, and fight's just gonna be done. I totally overkilled this one. I had like 100 Incinerate, so the first hit is just gonna drop him to like 7%, and then it's just game over from there. So I'll just let the rest of this play out, and yeah. now we have the power shield lane, and I kind of picked the worst one because it has a rage 2.5, so I couldn't really like get off the SP3 if I wanted to. But other than that, it just really showcases like how much the Incinerate skyrocket in damage, and like that's just the main idea here. Just get off those Incinerates. You can see they're ticking for pretty high, and that's like not even a 1/10 of the full ramp up for him. So it's pretty crazy stuff. And the whole idea here is just to keep stacking the Incinerates, switch my specials because of Hurt Locker, and yeah, that's about it. So this is the final thing I'm showcasing today, and it's the E.M.P Modification node. He is amazing for this node because you'll see in a second what the interaction is. First of all, Scarlet Witch is super annoying, so my damage will be gimped for a lot of the fight. But you can see 10 stacks of the E.M.P thing turned into 10 energy vulnerabilities. That's so awesome how you can just turn those into things that benefit you. So yeah, he is just flat out one of the best counters for E.M.P mod. Deal with, like, he just completely reverses the negative effects, which is so cool, man. That's what I love so much about him. Like, honestly, I think he needs the signature ability because that's where you can actually say he's like one of the best options for something. It's when the sig comes into play. And he scales pretty well early on in the like sig chart. I think you just need like sig 60 to 80. Everything else is way too excessive. And yeah, just I love the signature ability. I really think it makes the character because in normal matchups, he's still pretty dang good, but it's in these certain matchups where that's like peak Ikaris, you know? But yeah, I'll just let the rest of this play out. So this about wraps it up. Overall, a really unique character, really unique uses, which is always good. And yeah, just I think he's pretty good overall. I'm looking forward to showing y'all part 2, which is just him in incursions. Really, really crazy interactions there. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.